this got ugly very quickly, folks. Donald Trump just had a late-night meltdown outside of the White House in the area where the Rose Garden used to be. He put concrete all over it and destroyed the Rose Garden. He's now calling this area the Club White House or something like that. He invited over MAGA Republican Congress members and senators, and he started talking about how his ass was being broken. He's saying, "You broke my ass. He broke my ass, everybody. He did it. He broke my ass." Here, play this clip.
I said, "Jim, how you doing, Jim? Everything okay?" "Yes, sir. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. How are you voting for us, Jim?" "Well, what do you think, sir? Tell me, what should I do, sir?" And he broke my ass. And they had about 16 others. That doesn't mean we don't like them.
Yeah, deeply disturbing. And then Donald Trump started talking about grass and how everybody needs to realize that grass has a life the way that we have a life, and that he knows more about grass than anybody. By the way, he's standing in an area where he destroyed the grass and the garden and replaced it with a bizarre, concrete, dystopian, ridiculous-looking thing. Here, play this clip.
So, getting back to why you got invited. So, I get a call from the speaker, and it'd say, "Sir, we have 16 hard no's. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and we have one of many bills, because this happened many times, and it tended to be the same 16, 18, 19 people all the time. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, I call them. I said, "Jim, how you doing, Jim? Everything okay?" "Yes, sir. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. How are you voting for us, Jim?" "Well, what do you think, sir? Tell me, what should I do, sir?" And he broke my ass. And they had about 16 others. That doesn't mean we don't like them.
Then Donald Trump goes on to lie and say that we've brought in $17 trillion already from foreign countries, and we're going to be investing all of that, $17 trillion over the next few months. We haven't brought in anything near that at all. We have record deficits right now. There's a reason that the Trump regime demanded that the MAGAs raise the debt ceiling by $5 trillion, because it's an absolute mess right now. Here, play this clip.
So happy about that, but I'm really happy when you see almost $17 trillion will be invested in this country over the next few months, actually. We started from the day we came in.
Then Donald Trump talks about how lots of people in the media speculated that he was dying last week. And he said, "No, I'm not dying. I held a 3-hour press conference about renaming the Department of Defense to the Department of War and calling the Defense Secretary the War Secretary." And he's like, "The big problem is that we got so woke after World War II." Here, play this clip.
And I said, I got to the club, "Sir, are you okay? Are you okay?" The fake news was at it again. But because I missed one day of press conferences, so today I gave them about a 3-hour press conferences on changing the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War. Because, you know, we won World War I, World War II, everything in between and everything in front of it. It was called Department of War. And then we went woke after the Second World War, incredible victory, and we said, let's change it to defense. And look, war means something. It means we're not going to have any problems. We don't want problems with people. And I've kept us out of wars. I've solved wars. But the way you solve wars is through strength. And that's what we are. We make the best equipment in the world. We have the best soldiers. We have the most powerful military anywhere in the world. We rebuilt it in my first term.
And again, as Mike Rothschild writes, Harry Truman and the officers and men who won World War II were all wokesters. He's really going with that. Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, who's a veteran, I've seen lots of other veterans say that a bone spur faking someone who refused to show up at the Vietnam War, he's out there saying that the issue is that the military was too woke. What the hell are you talking about? It's so shameful. By the way, while that press conference was taking place, even though Donald Trump did not have the lawful authority at all to change the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War, it requires a congressional act. That didn't stop the fascist, authoritarian, vile piece of trash that he is, sending people all around and destroying all references to Department of Defense. Here, watch this.
John, rearrange the letters on the department sign. A formal name change would have to be approved by Congress. According to a White House fact sheet obtained by CBS News, the Trump administration argues that the term Department of War conveys a stronger message of readiness and resolve and reflects its unmatched power as the strongest and most lethal fighting force in the world.
Again, really heinous behavior, heinous dictatorial behavior by a vile piece of trash. Just call him what he is. Show him zero respect because he is an authoritarian piece of crap. There's no other way around it. Then Donald Trump says, you are all invited to this place. It's called Club White House. So is there going to be an initiation fee? Here, play this clip.
China knows it. We're substantially, and most of those people were here. You know, you're the first ones on this great place. We call it the Rose Garden Club. And it's a club for senators, for congresspeople, and for people in Washington, and frankly, people that can bring peace and success to our country. And you're invited as congressmen. Mostly we have congressmen and senators tonight. Again, you know why you're first? Because it rained last night. I had the high-tech guys we're going to hear, and they didn't want to have rain on top of their beautiful heads.
Then he says that he's going to be sending the Marines and the troops and the National Guard to New Orleans and Louisiana next. Play this clip.
But we're going to make Chicago like this. We're going to make Louisiana. We have a great governor there. We're going to make, and a great, by the way, and a great speaker there. That's true. But we're going to come into New Orleans, and we're going to make that place so safe. It's got a little problem right now, a couple of headaches, like murders, a lot of little murders going on, and we're not going to stand for it. And we're going to come in. We're going to clean it up. You're going to be safe within 2 weeks. That's going to be the safest place, just like this is the safest place. And then we'll be going elsewhere throughout the country. We're going to bring crime down because we can't have cities that are unsafe.
Oh, by the way, here was the full exchange or the full statement that he made when he talked about his ass being broken or his ass getting broken. Here, play this clip.
So, getting back to why you got invited. So, I get a call from the speaker, and it'd say, sir, we have 16 hard no's. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and we have one of many bills, because this happened many times, and it tended to be the same 16, 18, 19 people all the time. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, I call them. I said, Jim, how you doing, Jim? Everything okay? Yes, sir. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. How are you voting for us, Jim? But what do you think, sir? Tell me, what should I do, sir? And he broke my ass. And they had about 16 others. That doesn't mean we don't like them.
He then talks about having tech guys at the White House. And he says all the tech guys told him that they were going to invest literally trillions of dollars. Here, play this clip.
Are you first? Because it rained last night. I had the high-tech guys we're going to hear, and they didn't want to have rain on top of their beautiful heads. We had the highest IQ last night in the history of the world, and we took them inside because 2 reasons. Number one, I wanted you to be number one, and you were. They could have endured the little rain, but I wanted you to be number one. And I would say I would match IQ tonight here with what we had last night, meaning IQ of common sense and survival. Okay, I think you have a higher IQ in certain ways, let me tell you. But we had a great group last night, and they're investing tens of billions. They're investing trillions of dollars. Some of the companies are investing literally trillions of dollars in this great country of ours. So we've turned it around to a level. We were given a very bad hand.
Okay, these companies don't have they have high market caps, but many of their entire market caps, the entire valuation of the company is not $1 trillion. They're not making $1 trillion investments. And did you see the hot mic moment where Zuckerberg admitted to Trump that he was just making up numbers? I don't know what number you wanted me to go with. 600 billion? Here's what Zuckerberg said at that dinner when he was caught on a hot mic. Play this clip.
And Jim, how much money will Apple be investing in the United States? Because I know it's a very lot, and it's, you were elsewhere, and now you're really coming home in a big way. How much money will you be investing?
$600 billion.
$600 billion. All right. It's a lot of jobs.
We're very proud to do it.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Sam, you're a big leader of a very new industry at a very young age. You're a young guy. Do you want to tell us about what you're doing? You told me things before that are absolutely unbelievable. So what are you doing?
First of all, to echo the comments of Tim and others, thank you so much for getting us all together.
Donald Trump then says that Besant and Lutnick are the Bobbsey twins. Here, play this clip.
That's why it's a great, big, beautiful bill. And Scott Besant is here, who's done a fantastic job. And he's one of the people, one of the writers of it. Gave plenty of good ideas. And I think Howard is here someplace. Where's Howard Lutnick? Howard, thank you very much. I call them the Bobbsey twins. They're the most different human beings I've ever met. They're both great, but one is a little bit different than the other, like by about 200 yards. and they're fantastic, and they get along great. But the administration has been amazing.
And then Donald Trump says that D.C. is so safe right now. Women are walking by themselves and they feel totally safe. He's destroying D.C. right now. Restaurants don't want to be open. People absolutely. D.C. is suing him right now. D.C. already had record low crime. He's not making it better by having the National Guard run circles in the Capitol. Here, play this clip.
It was the most unsafe city anywhere in the country, our capital. And after 12 days, it became known as a safe city. And then after 2 more days, it's now one of the safest cities in the country, and people are going out to dinner. They're walking down the middle of the street. Women are walking by themselves alone, and they feel totally safe. And if you leave here right now, and if you walk back to wherever you happen to stay, you're going to feel totally secure, totally safe. We've done an incredible job, and we'll be doing that with other cities throughout the country. I mean, when you look at Chicago, we have a governor that says that things are okay with crime, except that last weekend, 11 people were killed and 68 people were wounded by gunshot. The week before, 5 people were killed, 28 people were wounded. The week before, 6 people were killed.
And there you have it, folks. Just a completely utter pathetic event. Tell me what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million.